Welcome back. On today's DIY, we're going to be replacing the levers for the QJMotor SRV250, and for the rest of the world, it's the SRV300. So before starting, I took the measurements for the brake and clutch levers, and on the shortest setting, I got about 2.5 inches for the brake lever and also 2.5 inches on the clutch lever. And you can notice from the video over here that the clutch lever cannot be adjusted. It's a fixed distance. So I started on the brake lever, and the first thing you got to do is just loosen the lock nut underneath the lever. There's only one. Once you remove the lock nut, grab a screwdriver and unscrew the pin from the top of the lever. Okay, remove the pin. Keep it somewhere safe because you're going to reuse this again once you put your new lever in. So once you remove the pin, you should be able to just remove the brake lever completely. Okay, so once you remove the old levers, grab the new levers. I got this from Shopee. It's our equivalent to Amazon in our region. As you can see, it's specifically made for the QJMotor SRV, for the 250 and for the 300. It's very good quality and it's fairly cheap. When you're putting the new levers into the original slot, just be really careful not to bend or break the sensors that are actually in the clips. So just gently slide in the new levers, right, until it matches the hole, and then put the pin back in. So once you've got it into the slot perfectly and the holes are lined up, grab the pin, put it back in, and if you're satisfied with it, just grab a screwdriver and screw the pin back in. Now that you have the pin back in properly and it's firmly screwed in, grab the lock nut and then just put it back on the underneath and then screw it back on. Okay, so once you're satisfied with that, just test out your brake levers, make sure they're working properly and you can hear the sensors clicking away, and you're done. Okay, now for the clutch lever. So the first thing you're going to do is loosen up the cable tensioner. Just in this part of the video over here, you can see me just unscrewing it. Make sure the lever is nice and loose. Exactly the same as the brake lever side, you gotta unscrew the lock nut underneath the clutch lever. Once you've removed the lock nut, grab a screwdriver and unscrew the pin once again. Right, once you remove the pin, you should be able to just pull the lever out. Be a bit careful over here. Twist the lever around and you should be able to see the cable holder that's just inserted in the lever. Now twist the cable around until you can just slot that out from the lever. And you're going to use that cable holder and put it back into the new clutch lever. Okay, now that you've got the old lever off, grab the new lever, grab the cable holder, and put it into the same slot of the new lever. Once you've got the cable holder in there, just twist the lever the other way around and you're ready to slot it back in. So here I'm just putting a little bit of grease into the hole where the pin is going to sit in. I did exactly the same thing to the brake lever. This is just to provide a little bit of lubrication for the pin so that when you pull on the brake lever or the clutch lever, it's going to be smooth. Alright, so once you put the lever back in its slot, be really careful with the sensors again, and you've lined up the hole, put in the pin, and then just screw everything tight again. Don't forget the lock nut. Alright, we're almost done now. So last thing to do is just to tension up the cable again. Now for the clutch side, you don't want it to be too tight, but you want to have a little bit of looseness in the cable as well. So hopefully you made some sort of marking as to where it was before, and then just adjust the cable tensioner to the way you like it. Okay, we're done. Just test your lever, make sure you're satisfied with the position and the way it moves, and just put the rubber sleeve back onto the clutch lever. Okay, so the whole process took roughly about 20 to 30 minutes for both the brake and the clutch lever, so it wasn't a very long process. I took some measurements again. So for the brake side, it went from 2.5 inches to 1.6 inches, so that's a reduction of 1 inch. And on the clutch side, it went from 2.5 inches to 2.1 inches. So it was good. I really like these levers I got from Shopee. I think they look cool on the bike. What do you think? Thanks for watching.